That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. All
All right.
ready.
We sound good?
Yes.
All right. Count us in.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. Welcome to another episode of Necro Electric. It is hot as fucking the devil's taint today in Texas. So you're going to see us all melt in front of your eyes.
We might glisten. I might glisten.
Yeah, we all have perfect skin today.
Today's a special day because we got a special guest. By popular demand, we got Mr. Kaa-ching himself, Marco Lopez.
Crazy, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for
This
being
is
here.
insane. I'm like in my phone right now.
And then we got my ass, as always, this cute little patootie right here, Kylie, and Susana, the fiery banana.
Yeah.
The fiery banana.
Picture that.
I wonder what a spicy banana would taste like.
I think I've had one before.
Do they do that?
Like the
They're pretty
Mexican
good, yeah.
ones, where they put it on the stick and they dip it in like the spices.
I've
Yeah,
never
man.
had that stuff before. That
Never had it?
spice,
Gotta do it.
no.
Oh, and you were in California too.
I
That's like they're
know.
like the kings
Oh,
of
we saw some on
spices.
Pier 39. It looked good. Should have tried it.
There you
Is
go.
that at the Fisherman's Wharf or what?
Yeah, in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
We'll tell that story.
Yeah,
I
let's
fucked that up.
do that.
But
Let's
for-
tell that story.
First, what's our theme for today?
The theme for today is pranks. And I've heard that you guys have had a few pranks played on one another.
I've been able
Yeah.
to do a couple in my day.
It's mostly the pranks were played on me. Like,
Yeah.
I was never successful in playing any pranks on him or anybody else.
You never got them once?
Nah, man, never got him once.
She never got you?
It's pretty hard to get me. I mean, I
It's
got her
really-
right now walking in the door.
Yeah, he got me. Like he literally, I was
missed
like,
it.
"Hey, it's sweet 109," and he goes, "Oh man, I ain't gonna make it." And I was like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Give her a
man.
heart attack.
And I went through like a roller coaster of emotion, like in a split second, and I was
Oh my
like,
God.
"All right, I'll let him know, man." And then he's like, opens the door, and I was like, "What the?" Every time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost just like in my DNA and my personality just to be that way. But I feel like it just kind of livens up the mood for everyone. You know, you kind of set that mood and was like, all right, it's going to be a cool day. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Natural comedian.
yeah, it's a curse.
Fucking with people is always fun.
Yeah, it is.
Well, here, we'll get it out of the way real quick. So, for Valentine's Day, I bought her.
Yeah, this is this
concert
is the
tickets.
Story. Can I tell it?
Yeah, sure.
Because you fucked up, so I get to tell it. So for Valentine's Day, sweetest husband in the world buys me tickets to go see Falling in Reverse in San Francisco while we're out in California visiting. And so, you know, he had the tickets on his phone and he wanted to do this for me for Valentine's Day. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to back off. I'm going to let him plan it. I'm just going to go
Side
with
note,
it.
she micromanages all events.
Don't
Yeah.
all, don't all
I do,
women.
you know.
Which apparently I need it. So
I like write stuff down on my calendar and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he had the tickets and everything. We're in California. We're getting really excited. It's coming up on Monday. We're like, yeah, it's Monday. It's time to go to the concert. We hop on BART, which, by the way, is still the grossest train you could ever ride.
yeah,
Disgusting. We're walking through San Francisco, through the Tenderloin, which is like the worst part of San Francisco. It's where all the crackheads are.
Oh, fun.
Oh my gosh, it was like
I just thought about chicken.
it was like 10
said
blocks
Tenderloin.
of.
I thought there was like a crackhead reference.
No, because the chicken, the tenderloin.
So yeah, that was fun. So gross train ride, walking through this crackhead-infested neighborhood, and then we come up on the building, and I'm like, there is no one here. No one. He's like, oh, well, the doors don't open for another half an hour. I'm like, usually at a concert in San Francisco, people are like lined out the door.
Yeah.
He looks at his phone.
Oh no.
It's not till Tuesday
it's the wrong
night.
day.
Oh.
It was the wrong
bad.
fucking day.
Oh my God.
It takes us 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
Train ride, walking through this neighborhood,
Aw.
and then it wasn't even the right day.
But then we went and partied down.
But yeah, we ended up having a good time anyways. We went down, had some, I think we posted it on the Necro Instagram if you want to check it out, our little date night in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they put erasers on pencils.
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
At least you had fun. That's cool. I almost thought you were gonna say that he bought the ticket, like he got duped, like he bought tickets to like a fake concert or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
No, I'm just an idiot.
Not an idiot.
But in my defense, I had to drive like forever, like 21 hours to LA.
Crazy. I can't believe it. Did your feet fall asleep? Like, did your leg fall asleep?
Nah, I rocked fucking gym shorts and a tank top, no shoes. I just
stretching my toes every 5 minutes.
And if you haven't seen it yet, Sean's episode of the Stevie Weeby show is out.
Yeah.
So go check out Stevie Weeby.
Fire. I really like that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I had 3 dislikes. I was like, who would dislike it? Like, why? Anyway.
I'm gonna go beat him up.
I'm
gonna go prank him.
Got my homies back.
Well, let's get to Marco. What's cracking news? So what's the age difference in you guys?
They were like, what, 11 months apart?
Yeah, literally like 11 months
11
apart.
months?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe it's like a year and like a month. I don't know.
Yeah, like a year and a month. Because I was born 88, he was born 89. My birthday's in
A month,
August, birthday's
yeah.
September.
Yeah.
My mom got down. Back to back, like, goddamn. All cesarean.
We actually do that like all the time. Like, hey, man, you kidding?
Yeah, like, why were we both born so close together? We were almost twins, but then we weren't.
So you guys have been scrapping ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because whenever we were younger, I think we butted heads more than we do as like teens and adults now. Because now we're like hella close. Like it's always, we have a lot of very similar interests.
Yeah.
Like this podcast was like me. I was like, holy shit, this is like very interesting. I can't wait to watch the episode every Wednesday. And I'm like, I didn't even think that this would be something that I would really be into, but I can't wait to watch it. And like all the things that we talk about, and it's just like, now we have a lot more in common. But I think that because we're so similar, we butt heads more when we were younger. We don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, you're like, okay, you're just being you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I still remember when I got heartbroken though, because when we were kids, we would fight a lot, but we would also like hang out a lot. We were like little buddies.
Yeah.
And then he hits puberty with his little guy friends. And then that was the day he's like, hey, go get me some pizza for us. And I okay. And I grabbed the pizza and I brought it to the room. He goes, all right, get out. And I was like, oh no! I was like, cool, I'm gonna hang out.
Ka-ching.
Yeah. Ka-ching. Killed right there. I was like,
In my
damn.
defense, I don't remember that.
But that was like the day I knew he don't want to kick it with me no more. Like the brother sister.
You broke her heart.
Yeah.
He started getting into girls,
You know,
started getting into other shit. And I'm like,
I gotta tell you, I'm actually pretty happy to be here because of that. Because I feel like I was like, you know what? I gotta clear my name a little bit. I feel really bad. I don't remember like 75% of any of that, and then
He's
like,
here to
the other
defend
half-
himself now.
Yeah, the other half I like really wanted to apologize because it's like I was a real shithead when I was a kid, and I'm really sorry. I feel bad about it now, but I think it
that's
it
sweet.
made
This
a
is
lot
touching.
of memories.
that made me cry, man. I'm too cool for that.
Yeah, no,
and
me
I'm
too.
always
Yeah,
crying. Always
She is,
crying.
though.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, when you're a kid though, you don't want to hang out with your little sister.
Yeah. He
homies
was
and shit.
like 11 or 12 or something, and I was like a year older.
You know what? My sister's a little bitch.
What?
You know why I could say that right now? Because she doesn't watch this.
Oh yeah.
She's not gonna know I said that.
No support.
So if you're watching, come at me, Courtney.
Negative
But
shout
she's
out.
She's not watching.
She's like, OMG. No, I don't even know her.
So what are some pranks that he used to crack on you?
Oh man, have I ever told y'all about the trash bag one? That's my favorite
No.
worst memory.
Wait, I want to hear it from you.
Yeah, you tell
Yeah,
it.
you know what's
tell
funny?
it.
Actually, a couple episodes back, or a few episodes back, I think that's where you were gonna go with that prank. But the whole sock one,
Oh,
that
man,
one
yeah.
was. I thought that's where you're gonna go with the trash bag one. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's very similar to that. So it's a beautiful Friday afternoon, and Susie's always watching TV, sitting down
Like
on the
this.
floor. I don't know why. We have couches, we have a living room, and she doesn't use it. So.
We had a small TV.
Yeah, whatever. So she's sitting down there, and I'm just thinking, you know what? It's too quiet here. I kind of gotta wake up the house a little bit. So I just go to the restroom, and I see, I look down. I'm like, okay, look, there's the restroom trash. Why don't you go ahead and grab that bag, and I'm gonna put a little bit of air in it, and then walk past Susie and just all there. I gotta tell you, this is really gross. It's really gross. I don't know what the hell was wrong there, what I was thinking, but it was just, I grabbed the bag and I'm walking back to the living room and she's still sitting there and she's just, you know, boom.
With my mouth open, bro.
Yeah, her mouth was actually open.
I was watching, because I was watching cartoons and I was like, oh, you know, like all amazed in it.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, I've got the bag literally right here with a lot of air in it. I'm just sitting there just kind of looking, you know, and I'm walking past her and she's sitting down kind of there and I'm walking past and I just get it, like about head level.
The whole thing. And I instantly threw up like,
oh my god,
it was like that bad.
It was that bad.
God, it was that bad.
Guys, it's the restroom trash.
Oh,
There's toilet tissue. There's used tissues there.
Back then we didn't flush nothing down the toilet because the piping and all that was
the sewage
so
sucked.
You couldn't do that. You forcefully had to have a little trash can.
Now that's just mean.
And I was like, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I was like, oh,
don't tell mom right away. And that was a nasty.
That was really gross. Yeah. I feel really, Susan, I'm sorry.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if the crusty sock was worse in my mouth or if the trash in my mouth. I don't know.
Yeah, pranks go wrong.
I was like, oh gosh, first impressions.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like 9. I mean, I'm like 30 years older than that. So.
My friend's older brothers did a really gross bathroom prank. Really gross. It was April Fool's Day, of course, and the older brothers were in high school, I think. Yeah, high school. And what they did was take saran wrap and put it over the toilet and underneath the toilet seat.
Yes.
So when their mom went to use the toilet,
it
went everywhere.
Yeah.
I have never seen their asses get beat so bad.
Pranks on my mom. I don't know. Oh, the cockroach one. My dad did it to her though.
What was that?
My mom hates cockroaches.
Oh.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who likes them. So.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
But she's like, like crazy, freaking out about a cockroach, rats, whatever. So my dad's just chilling without his shirt on the couch like this, and we're all little, and my mom's like, there's a roach on the wall. You know, the ones that have wings and shit. The big ones, the big water bugs. And then it's crawling on the wall, and he's just like, and she's like, get up, move out of the way. And he's like, well, whatever. And he lets it crawl on him and crawl on his chest, and he's just watching it.
Come here, buddy.
He's watching it. My mom's like, yeah, you know.
He's like calling it.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, Pop,
you hungry?
just squishes it.
Right on his chest?
Yes, catches it on his chest. We're all like, ah, you know, it's gross. And he grabs it by the little antennae, whatever. He grabs it and he starts chasing my mom around.
Oh no!
And he flings it at her, and she's you know, oh my! It was like,
oh gross!
The best and the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh gosh!
I had a prank go wrong. I was working at this place called Tool Tech. It's like working on small engines, and it was just like a bunch of dudes working in the shop, and we used to always prank each other. But there was this guy Eric, this little biker guy, and he used to always go too far, and he took my bars. We had metal workbenches and we had metal stools, and he fucking welded my stool to my bench. One day he like stayed after work and did that shit.
He took the time
He has way too much time.
And I come in the next day and it's all fucking welded, and I'm pissed, and he was late for work, right? So he wasn't even there to see it.
Yeah.
And then I have to grind the fucking welds and get my stool off, right?
Funny.
So I'm like,
Did you know it was him?
Oh yeah, of course, because he's the only one that would do it to that extreme. But I was like, fuck that guy, dude. I'm gonna get him. So every day after lunch, he comes in, turns on his fan, and he takes his air hose. We had little air hoses, and he'd blow off his clothes, and then he'd put on his apron and start working. So I was like, fuck that. So I took this envelope, and it was like the parts come in, and I cut it, and then I filled it with stuff called line chalk. You stain concrete with. Yeah. I filled it up, and I took his fan thing off, and I taped it to his fan, and I put it back on, so when he turned it on,
good thinking,
it should hit him in the chest, right?
Oh my
and then
God.
I took his air hose and I unplugged it, and I filled that with orange chalk, blue chalk on the fan, right? And I plugged that back in, and then we're all waiting for his ass, dude, and he comes in late, and he goes to lunch, and he comes back. And he turns on his fan, but he's a lot shorter than I am.
Yeah.
So when I did it, I'm like, okay, cool, it's gonna hit me in the chest. But when he did it, it hit him right in the fucking face. He turned it on, it hit him in the fucking face, got in his eyes, and he's like, my fucking eyes, I can't fucking see, right? And everybody's like, oh shit, and his whole face is blue, right? From the chalk in his hair, and he's like, can't see.
Did you feel bad?
Let me
I was like shocked. I was like, oh fuck! And then he's like, he grabs his air hose, right? And I was like,
I tried to spray out his eyes.
fuck, you know. And I was like, should I say something?
Don't say anything.
And it was too late. And then he blasted his face with the orange. So he was just covered. And then he's like, what the fuck's going on?
Mad Hatter looking ass.
And then everybody's like, oh shit! And they just turned around, you know. And then the boss or whatever was like, what the fuck's going on? You know, and then Eric can't see. We gotta escort him to the fucking bathroom so he can spray his face off and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
Then he couldn't see no more.
Dude, lost an eye, yeah.
Goddamn, Eric.
His eyes were all fucking red all day.
Oh,
He was all
no.
buttered. I got it written up or whatever.
Oh damn. Yeah, that was
that's
pretty over the top.
Pranks go bad.
Do we have a second for a sponsor?
Ooh, yes, we do. Sorry, guys, I'm a little hot in here. But this episode is brought to you by Dark and Jury Clothing. Dark and Jury is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Jury has quickly gained a following amongst fans of occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkandjuryclothing.com.
Boom. And not that you would need a fucking beanie in this sweltering heat,
know,
but
right?
here's a free beanie, dude.
Hey, thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm missing a little bit up top, so this would help when the winter comes around.
So, would you say is like the worst thing he's ever done to you?
Oh man, I think the fucking times where I'm drinking something and I get traumatized to drink something around him. Fucking Kaa-ching me. Like that's probably the worst. Because
She said you do it to your kids, dude.
I do, yeah.
Oh my god.
My son like goes to the closet and like I'm like looking for him, right? And I open the door. What are you doing, bro? And he's just like, like it's cool, man. Come on, we gotta go.
I'm not gonna do it to you. And he would be like, I'm not gonna do it, Susie. I'm not gonna do it. And I'm like, you better not. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, all right, man. And then he's just like doing his thing. And then he sees me drink, and it's always a soda back then. And then he's like, it's like comes out my nose, comes out my mouth. And
It's gotta be
I
something
can't
bubbly.
breathe.
You know, something's gonna burn.
Yeah.
It burns. I throw up.
Oh no.
Just throw up.
You make her throw
Rub
up.
over everything.
Like,
There's certain pressure points you gotta hit.
I was like, why does
I think the worst thing about that is not so much the actual doing, but more of the mental. Like, is he gonna do it?
Yeah.
fuck
He's
yeah,
not gonna do
he
it.
fucked me up for
And then
like
the times
2
that you don't
years.
do it, she's like taking a sip.
She's always
and
watching her
I'm not
back
even
and
there.
shit.
You know?
Trying to not make any noise. Opening the soda.
Right. If you
taking
try to not
sips,
make, try to shake it up and take the gas out outside. When you come back in, you just open it up and there's no, know? So that way you don't know what you're doing. Traumatizing.
Now, that's probably one of the things that I think I've messed you up with, but one of the biggest things she did to me, we had to talk about.
I don't remember nothing.
Give us the dirt.
Yeah. It was probably, I gotta tell you, it was probably the grossest thing that's ever happened to me personally, and even worse that it was my sister.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
talking about. Yeah.
Don't tell them.
I can't let it go, dude.
It's going to be on the internet.
Tell us.
Okay,
fuck
so I was this was when me and my wife had our like second apartment or something, and my mom and Susie were living together, and they were like in a gap between getting another spot. So they were like, hey, can we stay with you for maybe a couple of weeks max or something? So they did. We let them stay with us and everything. And I think one morning, I think I was off that day or something, and she had gotten up before me. She's an early riser, so was my mom, so they were all doing their thing. And whenever I got up and got ready, used the restroom, regular morning routine, getting my toothbrush, getting ready, and then I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm thinking, wow, my toothbrush feels extra wet.
Uh-oh.
Oh
And
no.
I thought,
Gross.
Fucking
wait,
toothbrush.
hang on a
You
second.
didn't.
And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why does my... Yeah, it feels wetter than I normally... Because, you're talking about when you turn the water on, you wet it once, put the toothpaste on, you wet it again. That's law. You got to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I didn't wet it that long. And I was like, it feels really soft. Like, what the fuck? And I pull it out, and I'm looking at it, and I just went to smell it. And I thought, yo, what the fuck? What is wrong with my toothbrush? And then I thought, hang on a second. This shit is too soft.
No.
I have a firm toothbrush and someone used the fuck out of this. So I put it down, I washed my mouth, and I walked out there. I was like, Susie,
You knew
did you use my toothbrush this morning?
Yes.
And she just, yeah, I did. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I told him, I said, you're my brother.
She straight up said, you're my brother. We're related. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I said, dude, I gotta go to work. I gotta have a fucking toothbrush.
Oh my god.
So, yeah,
But before, I said, I washed it before. I cleaned it and I sterilized it.
That's why
before
my
I fucking
toothbrush was
used
so
it.
fucking soft, because she wore it the fuck out before I used
I
it.
pour alcohol on it, like all that shit.
It tasted
and then,
different. It was-
Alcohol on it?
Really?
I was like,
It tasted
let me
like cleaning
sterilize it real
products and
quick.
shit. Yeah, I was like soapy, and I was like, why is my? And I'm stroking my teeth.
Tastes like Patron and shit.
Like,
You're
wait
like,
a
what
minute,
the
it's
fuck?
not hitting right. It's,
Gross.
That was at first, but he was legit pissed off about it because he was like, fuck
Yeah,
this
for
shit."
sure.
And then-
I
dude.
threw up, so that I went back, and
He
just
went
the
back
thought
and
of it,
gagged.
I'm like, bro, your
Yeah.
sister just used your fucking, and then yeah, so that
Oh
right
no.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you share a toothbrush with Diego?
Oh, fuck no.
But you'll share it with him.
I mean, back then, I was like, what, 19, 18, and I was like,
About 10 years ago,
fuck
yeah.
it. It was like last week.
Last week.
Snuck over and used it.
She's still doing it.
This was 2 months ago.
Comes
No,
over for
I
dinner.
don't share toothbrush with Diego. No, hell no. No.
That's pretty
First and last
gross.
time I ever did that.
So
I was like desperate. And I
We're
was like,
even
fuck, I
now,
need
I
toothbrush.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That's pretty.
You
I'm
stuck
a
a
little
sock in my mouth.
disappointed in you.
I had these multiples, and she had like this master plan. She's like, bro, just wait till you're like 10 years from now. Bam!
Wait
I was
till
like,
you're
all right,
married.
level playing field.
I did it. I'm not proud of this one, but
Uh-oh.
but my cousin Chris used to always take drinks out of our cups when we were kids.
Oh, God.
Right? And it used to bother me, dude. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, dude, don't get your own fucking drink, dude.
Yeah, you're spitting.
You know?
in it.
Yeah.
He's like, what does it matter? We're cousins, you know, same kind of like thing, you know?
Yeah.
And he would do it to
Logic in
everybody.
that. I don't get it. What do you mean?
So me and my other cousin John were like, fuck this guy, dude. So we went in and we both pissed into a red cup.
Oh no.
And then we were drinking. It was hot, and we were like drinking apple juice and stuff. And then we put the piss cup on the table or whatever. And then he came over and fucking
Extra
get it.
frothy.
See, that's not as bad as a toothbrush.
Shout out to Chris.
You know what? I think taking a random shot of
I mean, the
piss,
toothbrush.
Oh yeah, that's.
but
I
knowing
mean,
where
the
it came from, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that just has something. It just hits different at that point.
I meant that is worse than toothbrush. That's what I meant.
Well, at least he knew immediately, like, oh, I'm drinking piss.
Yeah.
He had to figure out, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
dude,
is
I'm
going
saying,
on?
like,
There was some
Scrubbing
clues as he was going through his morning routine.
alcohol.
Wait a
Did
second.
it go around on this
soapy.
side? So I went to this side. I was like, no.
Yeah, it's like
So I hit
somebody,
the
when somebody
tongue,
sits in your chair.
Yeah, no, not right.
Something ain't right.
Sorry, everybody. I don't no longer do that at all.
That was a one-time thing.
Even my mom was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What?"
I just used the mouthwash.
We're blood. People say we look alike. Yeah. Anyway.
How many siblings did you guys have?
It's
Or do you
4
have
of us.
Yeah,
Just
we're
four?
4.
Squad.
Just
The other
4.
two, are they
That's a
older or
lot.
younger?
So I have 2 older sisters. So it's my oldest sister, Susie, then me, and then my little sister.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm the only boy.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, he's
that
my
was
favorite
another
brother.
That's
thing.
fun.
All
My
right.
favorite brother right there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Were any of the sisters, they ever get wild?
Oh fuck yeah! But they would gang up with him to gang up on me. I
Really?
would punk, I would
It wouldn't
punk the
be
little
3
one.
girls against him?
Nah, man. Like they had it against me. Like
You know what?
They had it against
Actually,
you?
yeah, when we were younger, when I was a lot smaller and weaker, her and my older
oh
sister
yeah,
looked at me.
yeah. That's
almost
true.
killed me
That's
once.
True. Yeah, that's
Almost
true.
killed them?
What?
Oh fuck. Okay, this is something my mom makes us kind of guilt trips us every now and then.
Every now and then, yeah.
Every
Every
now and
birthday
then.
of mine, I think she's like,
She's like-
guys almost killed.
She's like, this is my favorite child, basically, you know, like it's her favorite child.
It's your only son.
So what happened is that we had just me and my sister and my brother. We were little, probably like all like 6, 7, I don't know. And then we were watching this show where there was like bulls that were playing cowboys that were riding horses. I don't know
Yeah.
if- it was weird.
It was an actual cartoon.
Yeah.
The cowboys were cows, but they would ride horses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
There were
cartoon.
actual
Oh.
cows. Anyway, so there
Weird.
was lasso and shit, and we're like, yeah, let's go do that. We're like, we literally just finished watching it, and like, let's go outside. So we went outside, and then we grabbed fucking mecate, like the lasso, what we thought was a lasso, and we're like, I'll be a cowboy, you be the cow. We're like, yeah, whatever. So me and my sister go. We wrap the thing around his neck.
Oh, no.
And then I'm like, hiya, you know, from one side, and she's like, pulling from the other side, and before you know it, my brother, he's like way smaller than us at that point, and his feet start dangling. Like we didn't.
You
know.
like hung him?
Oh, we were hung him.
So they brought the rope around me, and like so they're both the opposite ways now,
yeah.
right? So at this point they're just pulling this way.
We're
and it's
just
getting,
pulling.
The noose is getting tight and tight on me.
Yeah, and then we couldn't hear him say don't or nothing. I mean, we were
Yeah,
like cutting
you're
him off,
choking him.
and we're like ah, and then all of a sudden I look to my left, and I'm like, oh shit, mom's coming at us real fast. Like mom's pregnant, like from my
Yeah,
she's coming real fast, running like with her pregnant belly.
From the whoop some ass.
I was like, why is mom cut? Oh, we're like, we didn't know what the hell. We're like, run! We start running around the house. My mom goes straight to him, and apparently he had like all the skin from his neck already like
Oh no.
cut through and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I had rope. Oh,
Rope burn,
poor-
rope burn, and then it was like bleeding a little bit, stinging like where it was really tight.
Just like busted blood vessels and stuff. It wasn't anything too serious, but it could have been.
But yeah, so his neck was already starting to bleed and stuff, and it was like really bad. And me and my sister are still running. We're still running around the house. My mom started,
Trying to avoid
get
your ass beating.
Yeah, like all in Spanish, like pinche niña, all this stuff. And we're like, well, what did we do? I don't understand. Like, I'm like 6. I don't understand what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And, all we know is run from her. She's going crazy. And eventually my older sister's like, I can't run no more. And she goes inside and gets a whooping. Boom, 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 gets whooped, right? Because we almost killed him. And then I kept running, hiding. I'm like, I don't want to get whooped. I don't want to get whooped. I don't know what I did, And I was like, damn, it's getting dark. And mom's
getting
like,
dark?
yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm serious. Like, she was like, if you're coming to the house, I'm beating you up, And I
I'll
was
let
like,
you know,
oh,
at this
God.
time, I'm still laying on the driveway trying to breathe.
Nobody like attended to
Yeah,
him?
no one
Mom left him
she
there.
went straight for them. So I'm just sitting there like.
No,
At some point, I'm like,
At some point,
Where'd I go?
Mom went to get him, like take him inside, try to heal him, whatever. And finally, I go inside, man. I get my ass whooped so bad, but I was like, oh, it's over, like,
Yeah.
But yeah,
You just took the beating.
yeah, just took it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, just take it.
Well, that was pretty crazy, though. That's like.
Yeah, that is kind of.
They used to do that back in the day, tie like 2 ropes to a horse and then put it around a guy's neck and pop his head off.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, I think that could have
exactly what used to happen.
That's
Yeah.
the child version of it.
Well, I'm glad you still have your head.
I know, right? I was like, you know what? I
God,
still sore, but-
If we had killed him, man, I don't know what I'd be kind of probably a crazy kid. I don't know, crazy person.
It wasn't that serious, I don't think, though. But it could have been bad. It's
Yeah.
like if it would have gone a lot longer, I probably would have lost,
You would start turning blue.
circulation or something. Really knocked
A little
out.
bit of brain damage, something.
Maybe a little bit. I
probably.
probably had a lazy left
Little
eye
bit,
now. I'm all right.
You never have any twitches or anything, right?
None that I know of.
Okay.
Or remember, at least.
So all good in the neighborhood.
Do we have another sponsor?
Yes, we do. This episode is also brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014. Yay.
When you guys were kids, did you do crazy stuff? Like me and my cousins used to always kick in the bathroom door. Right? I told you guys.
Yeah, I remember
Anytime anybody would go to the bathroom, it's like
Yeah.
if one person walked by and was like,
He
"Oh shit,
still
somebody's in there."
will not go in the bathroom unless the door locks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did some shit like that too, but
Yeah, I think I would also. Yeah.
I would take a shower and he'd be like, "You're naked!" Like, I'm like, I'd be like, "Oh," and I would literally try to hide, like, "Oh God," like, and he's like, "Ah, you're naked!" Like, just randomly come, like, do stuff. Oh my god!
I remember one of those. Yeah, it was pretty funny at that. I mean, I wouldn't go in or anything. I would just open the door and then run away.
Yeah.
My mom caught me for one time. She was like, because I mean, I think we were getting older at that point.
Yeah.
She was like,
You're like 25 now.
Nah, we're like 11 or 12, like already. You know.
It's like 2 years ago. And shit.
Fuck no.
No, she whooped my ass about that. She was like, "Don't ever do that again," or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right.
Teach
And I think
him.
that was the last time. And she,
Yeah.
I think we were
Yeah,
like
it never
11 or
happened
12 At that
again.
point.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that's enough.
But it was traumatizing. He'd like make fun of you, you know. So I was like, what the fuck? But then you know, my mom put a stop to it. But I think the weirdest thing was when I got my period.
Uh-oh.
It was literally like we were raised Catholic, right? So we had to go to Catholic school and all that. And I finished doing my confirmation and my what's that last one called?
Confirmation and the other one.
The other one before you get married. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. And, you know, so I was dressed all in white, little dress and everything. We come home and celebrate. And then I start feeling like the worst stomach pain ever. And I'm like 12 years old. So I go to the restroom and then I yell out to my mom, like, Mom, there's blood. You're like, you know, what the fuck? And she's like, oh, mija, like, it's your period. And she goes and gets a pad and she's like, put this on. My brother's like, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, get away. And he's like, what are you doing? You got your period? Like, I was like, oh.
Oh, shit, you're dying.
Yeah, you had 3 sisters.
You're
You were
bleeding.
probably
I was
used
like,
to all
oh,
that.
God. Like, it was so traumatic. It was like, your period is bad. It was like what I thought automatically.
Yeah.
Boys hate period. And I was like, like, you know.
I mean, it is weird.
Yeah.
Especially from a dude's perspective.
He's got all girls now.
You guys,
Well, no, he's
like,
got one boy.
Bleed
but-
for
You
3
were used
days
to
and
it.
don't die.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought. And I was like,
We
what
actually
the fuck?
get
I don't get it.
feistier.
Yeah. Yeah, the hormones, man.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your baby girl? The oldest one is got her period already too, right?
You're putting her on blast.
I'm thinking because compared to the experience he gave me as his
Right.
sisters to like now he has like all daughters and one boy.
Would you have done some of that crazy stuff to her, knowing that like you'd have a daughter in the future? Now that you
No.
look back on it,
I don't think I thought about any of the
yeah.
future.
Well,
you know?
you're a kid. You don't
Yeah.
think about that.
But at some point, you know, you're like, wait, is this shit gonna get back to me? You know, and you're like, but
Yeah.
no, I didn't think about anything like that at all. But now that I do have, sorry, I'm gonna cut
Oh,
you
no,
off.
no, go for it.
Now that I do have daughters, I think about it now. So yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like shit now. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh.
I hear some of these stories and I'm like, shit, we have a son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's
gonna
gonna
get
be
wild.
just like him.
He's already wild.
Oh no.
He plays the piano with his feet. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Do you haze his daughters?
Nah, I don't know. Not at all. I'm just like, they're so sweet. Oh my God, they're so cute. And as an aunt, like whenever I get to see them, I just want to be positive and happy with them like the whole time. Like wishing like I had that kind of relationship when I was younger too. Like that cool tia or the tia you could talk to and tell
Yeah.
whatever you want. Like that's what the kind of mentality I have to try to approach them and just all of them.
Yeah, it's
That's
important.
That's so sweet.
Learning from your
Yeah.
mistakes.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
good.
Definitely don't want to traumatize them.
Yeah.
Well, let them handle that.
Yeah, with that bathroom door thing, I didn't learn from my mistake. I tried to be the cool guy, kick in the door, and I had a party at my tattoo shop, and Shipwreck Kelly was there, and there was like tons of people in the back hallway where it's just like a skinny hallway that goes to the bathroom, and everybody was back there, and they're all bitching, right? And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, fucking Shipwreck Kelly's in there, and he's been in there for hella days, right? And I was already like fucking loaded, so I'm like, Kelly, like get the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
And no answer, and I tattooed George Anderson and all these like MMA fighters and stuff, right?
man. Yeah.
And so I'm like, Kelly, I'm like, everybody stand back, right? And then I fucking
no.
I go running and I fucking
Dropkick.
drop kick that fucking door. And it wasn't Kelly, it was this dude Rico who was an MMA fighter training for Bellator.
Oh, shit.
Sitting on the fucking toilet, and he was just like, because the whole fucking hallway's full of like girls and people and shit. He's like,
Watching him on the
Dude,
top.
I was
Dead.
Oh my god.
gonna kill you right
Did
now.
he kick your ass?
no,
You immediately should have break.
he looked, because I mean, it was like totally
Yeah.
exposed, and he
Yeah.
just started shaking his head, and he's like, I'm not Shipwreck Kelly, Sean. And then I was
Like,
like,
no
oh
shit.
shit. You know, the door was all fucked up. I'm
You
like,
trying
oh.
to pick it up?
Yeah, I tried picking it up.
He's like,
Like,
standing
sorry, bro.
Hold on, let me hold this for you.
Yeah, he would have fucked me up, dude.
Oh my
He
god.
was a cool sport about it.
Drop the
That's
deuce when you
funny.
open it.
Those guys are like the most peaceful dudes, man. Until you really find them, you know.
I was genuinely shocked.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then Kelly just comes around the corner.
What are we doing, guys?
Where were you?
Dumbass. Fucking guy, dude.
He's funny.
Oh man. So what else is? Let's get to know Marco a little. So what do you do?
So, I am actually in the sales biz. I sell Mercedes-Benz for a company that will remain nameless at the moment.
Nice.
But same, I don't know how they're gonna react to it. But yeah, I've been doing car sales for like 10 years now.
Nice.
So yeah, again,
Hawking them bins.
Very similar things, and
Yeah.
So the hustle is actually about the same. So, but it's cool. It's cool doing that stuff. You get to meet a lot of really cool people. The area that I'm in, I meet a lot of celebrities and
Oh, really?
Yeah,
a
baseball
lot of
players.
athletes, and
cool.
so it's cool. I don't know shit about sports, so it doesn't faze me at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like that dude because I had nothing but sisters. I know zero about sports. I watch MMA and shoot guns. That's it. So I don't know anything about sports at all. These guys
I'm the
come in
same.
here and-
Yeah, we don't know much either.
yeah, they'll come in. They're like, "Hey man, thanks for treating me like a regular guy." I'm like, "Dude, I don't even know who the fuck you are."
You're like, yeah, who the fuck
sure,
are you?
no problem.
Cool, man.
No problem, regular guy.
Thanks.
You're like, big old tip.
Those dudes ever just flex like cash? They just come in like, oh, I'll just take this one or whatever.
They do, but very rarely. They just don't like the attention, so they'll actually send someone to go get it.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
Or they'll
gotcha.
just hey, can you bring it over to my house and like you pull to this
okay.
big ass mansion? You're like, that's pretty pimp. But
That's
aside
tight.
from that, I'm like, I really don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
I actually delivered one today to this really cool house. It was like $1 million house, and it's just cool seeing it in the area that it was in because it was really, really secluded. And like you finally get past this like big old long driveway, and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck you guys doing back here? So,
It's all tricked out.
yeah, no, it was crazy.
That's
yeah, it's all
cool.
glass, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, you get to meet a lot of cool people. Drive a lot of cool cars. I've driven a bunch of cars now. I think that was. I didn't know that was going to happen in my lifetime, but as a kid, you're as a little boy, you're wanting to drive everything and see all the cars and shoot all the big guns and shit. So I'm like doing that now, and it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever prank each other at work? Like other salesmen?
All the time. It's actually, like I said, I think it's more of a curse because I can't stop, guys.
Yeah.
There's people at work. There is a guy very similar to what Susie said. He's just like, he's like, dude, why do you fuck with me like that? Like, like it got serious. It was a very serious conversation.
Oh,
He
no.
got all real with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, look, it's really like fucking with my health now. Like I don't know how to
He
handle this
traumatizes
shit.
people, bruh.
Yeah, well, it's just, like I don't ever dish it out until it gets to me. You know what I mean? So it just really depends on how it's gonna happen. But yeah, he did something to me, so I did something to him, and he was like, hey, I'm sorry. Please don't do that anymore. I was like, okay.
Yeah, like with cars, me when I was working at that small engine shop, there was an old timer guy that was working there too, and he tolerated nothing. And I used to go out and we had the little lithium ion grease.
Okay.
It's like a real clean grease.
Yeah.
But I used to go and he had an old pickup truck and I put it under his handle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then he'd come and he'd grab it and he'd be like, motherfucker! He'd throwing shit around.
It's funny to see how people get mad, right?
Yeah, dude. He was like old, like alcoholic guy. He was all pickled, you know.
Oh no.
Fucking
Pickle.
short
That
fuse.
shit's funny.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I think we're coming up on about time. So that time at the end of the show.
That was quick.
I know.
was
Super
super quick.
quick. Well, it helps when you have an awesome guest.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
A demanded guest. People were like,
Yeah.
they wanted to get you on here.
Yeah.
Let's do some life in the comment section. See what we got cracking.
Yes.
Go ahead, Susana.
Yeah, we have from Instagram, Steve_313_Q. Love the podcast. Fire. You guys fucking rock. Watched all the episodes in one day. Hope for many more.
Woo!
All the episodes. How many we got now? 11.
That's
12
cool.
or
man.
13? By the
Yeah,
time
like,
this airs, it'll be 13, I think.
yeah, I think so. Cool.
Or,
You got binge watch.
yeah. That's like that's a half a day.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on, dude. Shout out
Right
to
on,
you.
Steve.
I'm a binge watcher too. I find something I like and I just can't stop.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
When she first told you she was gonna do a podcast, what was your? Were you like, oh, that's cool?
Yeah, no, I thought it was cool, but I also didn't know enough about it. The only things I've ever heard about was like the Joe Rogan Experience, right? And then maybe a couple others, but I've never actually listened to podcasts. I thought it was just audio. I didn't know it was video at all. But watching this, I was just like, man, these guys are fucking hilarious. Like, your fucking stories are insane. I was like, this guy can write fucking movies. This is nuts.
Right?
And then, you know,
I'm
it's
telling
like,
Tarantino should hook up with them. I keep saying.
Yeah,
What's up, Tarantino?
yeah. So all the stories that you guys, you know, kind of come up with and stuff, and you guys talk about all the past, and then, you know, Susie, you know, I kind of know her for a little bit, so it's cool.
Yeah, you can relate.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I was like, man,
You
that's
did share
awesome.
a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on that level.
I'll make a toothbrush t-shirt. Charity team.
Has she always been animated, like the
Yeah.
way she is
Oh, yeah.
all life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so-
People write in about that stuff because she's always
Yeah.
like dancing and.
Oh, I didn't know. I never knew like that I was animated until people say, "Hey, you're like this, like that." Like, oh, but my mom would always be like, "Shut up, be quiet, calm down, stop being yourself."
Same, we're having dinner, and she's just like,
Nah.
Pass me the turkey.
No, man, no, tell them about the dinner. My mom would set the table for everybody, and then somehow forget me. Like,
Really?
I come to the table, everybody's like, "All right, food's ready." We all
Rude.
go, and there's like no plate, no seat, no chair. Like, what the fuck?
it's literally
Sad
like,
violin starts playing.
I'm serious. And it happened like so much that I was like, fuck, you know, I'm the middle child, I guess. And then I figured, well, fuck me. Like, I'm always either she'll forget my plate, my seat, or my fork, or my drink, or just, you know,
Yeah.
she's like, get it yourself. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, everybody else is like sitting like,
that was weird, yeah.
she just always, I think she always had it out for me. I don't
Because
know.
you tried to choke them out.
Yeah,
Probably.
kill her favorite child.
Fucking kid. Yeah. Like, fuck. Yeah. Out of the four, I think, I was the most troubled.
Did your mom listen to the podcast or watch it?
I doubt it. I don't know. I don't think so.
Apparently, my grandmother does.
Oh shit,
No.
that's
When I was in-
cool.
Yeah.
When I was in Texas, she was like,
In California.
or California, that was the first thing she said to me. I was like walking up to the house when I got there, and she was outside smoking. She was like, you need to stop saying F you. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Grandma.
What the fuck is wrong with you, you know? And she was just like, I'm going to come to Texas, and every time you say fuck, I'm going to poke you with a stick. Like, okay, grandma,
That shit would be funny.
calm down.
She's like wearing a Necro Electric t-shirt.
Yeah.
My grandma's like, she looks like an old beat down Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
well,
Yeah.
Got the
she's
bright
cute.
red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Be
She's
he's
older.
watching this."
Okay.
He's like, "Fucking kid."
Shout out to grandma.
Shout out to grandma.
What's the next one?
All right, we have another one from Instagram from Zona Glass Designs. Great job on the show. Love the punk rock mentality mixed with hardcore. Also, it's inspiring hearing you talk about all the different projects you do.
Sweet.
Punchy hand.
These are all like
Boys.
props comments.
I think
Where's all the
he's
hate
dead.
comments?
Yeah, someone hate us.
You don't want too much hate.
No, we love it. We love all the love, guys. Thank you so much.
Super
honestly.
motivational.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's been really awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like none of us have done this before, so like having all your guys' support and love and everything, it just makes us want to do it that much more. So
Sweet.
Nice.
yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Always crying over there. I need to keep a box of tissues over there, I guess.
Whenever I haven't seen him for a long time, I hug him and I'll be crying. He's like, "What are you crying for?"
Box,
It's like I missed your toothbrush.
Fuck, bro, I missed your toothbrush. He's like, "Stop crying, man, embarrassing me." And I'm like, all right. I'm just
All right.
sweaty right now, guys.
Boom.
So, did you have fun?
I had a blast. Yeah,
Good.
it did fly by really quick. So
It
thank you
did.
guys for having me again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. It was good. It was a good one.
It was badass.
You guys have shout outs?
Shout out to the
Anything you
fam. Shout out to my cousins that are very supportive, my friends, and of course my brother and then my fam. They're always supportive.
And shout out to the chick that tracked you down at your job.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
man.
Danielle.
Fucking chick. Wait, which chick? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I haven't told you about the other chick that tracked me down. That was a negative experience.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, but the Danielle, that was a positive experience. Anyway,
We'll hear about that one later.
I just cliffhanger. Yeah.
Necro Electric. That chick.
What about you? You got any shout outs?
Yeah, my daughter Natalie wanted me to give her a shout out, so shout out Natalie.
Shout out Natalie.
And my
Sorry she put you on blast if that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah. We love you.
She grows.
It's natural, girl.
She's gonna be right in the face. Oh, poor baby.
Probably, yeah.
Any other shout outs?
Oh, yeah, my wife Nancy, she was like, please don't give me a shout out because then they're going to invite me to the show and I'm really nervous. So hopefully you guys are part of the show.
What's up, Nancy?
What up, Nancy?
Should have like a girl themed one or something.
Yeah, we should. Kick the guys out.
Just for 5 minutes.
We'll have a girls' night.
Yeah. Wine.
I want to give a shout out. While we were in California, we decided to drive back to Texas, which is
Nice.
we are a hot mess. We got in at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
But we drove through Phoenix, and I stayed in Phoenix for a little while. Saw an old friend of mine, Kendra, who now has a tattoo shop with her man Jason.
Nice.
And you guys, this shop, they gave us some shirts. Goliath tattoo. Check it out.
Nice.
That's a
First of all, amazingly talented people and just really down to their earth, awesome people. Like, even if you don't want a tattoo or anything, like, go check it out still in Phoenix, Arizona. Goliath Tattoo. They have oil paintings.
It's like a gallery.
Galore. It's like a giant gallery of just original artwork, and it's amazing. They have jewelry. They have it all.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
yeah, you have to check it out if you're ever there.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then for me, shout out to Kwang Lu, Stevie Weeby.
Yeah.
I had a blast, dude. Thanks for having me on. And he wants to come out here and be on our show. So
Sweet.
the next time he's in Texas, hopefully we'll get him in here.
Yeah.
That'll be
It'll be
awesome.
fun,
That would be great. All right. Well, I guess that's about it.
Alrighty. Till next time.
Subscribe.
Later.
Hate on us.